being a freelance artist is not easy, and especially when you're an anchor and you're on stage and you are actually the face of the event. You are worried about your looks, you're worried about your weight. Imagine in all of this, there is another big question that what if I get pregnant? Will people look at me in a different way? Uh, should I get pregnant? Will it affect my career? But today's guest we have is Upasana Chelani, who is fabulously managing both these things. She is killing it on stage. She is the master of ceremonies, of corporate events, wedding events, and everything in between. And she's doing it and handling it fabulously. So let's hear it from her. How is she managing her career and her baby? One thing you did during pregnancy just for your happiness that you'd recommend the other moms to be.
Dancing! Please dance more, please.
Okay.
Even if you have 2 left feet, just go dance.
Yeah.
It will make you feel so good. When you release those oxytocin in your body, when you move yourself, when you hear those good tunes, and that is one technique through which is the cheapest.
Yeah.
And convenient, and at the same time you get to move.
Yeah.
It's very important to move. I think people forget.
Yeah.
They think कि pregnant woman को सिर्फ rest चाहिए होता है. We require equal rest and equal movements at the same time. Very necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apart from exercising, I would recommend dancing all the time. All the time.
Okay. Best budget-friendly baby product that saved your life.
Oh my God, that would be hands down cloth nappies.
Yeah.
I know that's a shocker, and many people are afraid of using them because of the kind of work that is gone through, but trust me, it is amazing. It is environment friendly and at the same time saves your baby from all kinds of rashes and makes your life easier. I swear it makes your life easier. Please use it.
But how? Like, isn't it like you have to wash it?
Wash, but then whatever time it takes is also saving you from a huge lot of bills.
Yeah.
Plus, I am a huge advocate of environment. I'm not throwing away much, so that gives me a lot of satisfaction. I think I stopped using any kind of diapers after 6 months of age, and came on cloth diapers for any and every kind of travel too. But you have to find out the brands.
Yeah.
You have to find out the sizing, and it becomes easier. Trust me, it is amazing.
One wardrobe essential every pregnant women must have.
Those mama gowns.
Which you used to hate while growing up. मुझे नहीं पहनाएगा.
And they are so easy, so breathable, so amazing, and so spacious. Just go buy them, please.
Okay. One mistake you made during pregnancy that you'd want other women not to repeat.
Other women not to repeat. I think it was to be in this fear, a constant fear of me, that my body would change and there'll be stretch marks all over me. I think I would stop myself from all of those thoughts. Today, even if I have those stretch marks, I think I know how to take care of them, and I love them. I think they are the soul bearer of something inside me. मुझे नहीं पता इसके अलावा मेरे पास कोई marks है जिससे मैं खुद को indicate कर सकूँ as a mother. So those tiger stretches, I love them. Tiger marks. I call them my tiger marks, and I would advise fellow mothers to embrace the changing body and not be fearful of it. We know terms and techniques and things to be evolved. We just need the mindset and the patience. So embrace that changing body and trust the process.
Yeah.
You will come back. You'll bounce back.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I am good. How are you, Upasana?
I am very happy to see you, first of all. And very, very good. Very, very pink in health. Thank you for asking. How are things? Tell me.
You tell me. We want to know more about you. What is your mood today like? We want to know that.
I'm a happy soul today. I have accomplished my to-do list.
Wow.
I'm done with my task. And that's why I'm happy, more so. Otherwise, if the kid is happy, mother is happy, trust me.
Best. So, I think I know you as a person. You are this energetic, happy ball all the time, bubbly. I was like, where is Upasana getting this energy from? When she is a mother, she is already handling a kid, और वो सब कुछ करके you are also going on stage and you are bouncing off with that energy. Aren't you exhausted? How do you manage that?
I think when it comes to energy, I feel it all comes through kid only. They're so happy, they're so surrounded with love, and when you bounce with them rather than stopping them all the time, telling them what not to do and what to do, I'd rather be with him. At times when he's ruining the floors, I would not tell him to stop doing it. I would rather participate, and it feels happy. He knows that my mother is crazy at times and she will not stop me do anything and everything. But then it all comes with boundaries, of course. But I make sure if he's dancing, I'm going to dance too.
Yeah.
And trust me, it is thoroughly a good exercise, and at times I feel this gives me a lot of energy to be with him and to have some quality time. Because as working mothers, I feel that is the best thing that you could do for yourself.
Yeah.
And when you're away, you reminisce those times and be happy. And I've not seen mothers being this participative. So I want to set an example for my kid. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my source of energy.
Your kid is the source of energy.
Yes.
How? So let's backtrack and go to the time when you were a kid. While you were growing up, did you always want to be a mother?
Well, it was definitely not in my charts. I've always had thoughts of building myself, traveling, and becoming a mother was not at all what I think about. And in fact, I was averse to the idea of becoming a mother because of certain experiences that I've heard from my friends or family. But then, after all of these things, becoming a mother felt like a natural step to me. I mean, it didn't occur to me that I wouldn't want to be at a certain point of time. So,
when did that happen, if I may ask? So, like, at what is it like you were entering 30s, or it's like that instinct is kicking in? शायद मुझे माँ बनना चाहिए, or it's just those hormones. Like, where does it come from?
Age was never a factor, thankfully.
Okay.
And it is all because of your family. If they are going to, pinpoint or talk about age, I feel it all creeps into your mind eventually. But then having a supportive husband plays a big role. We used to talk a lot about it.
Okay.
When we got married, this was never our plan. But then certainly things evolve, and we would feel the need to have a kid.
Okay.
That's when it happened. Like, we would ask each other if things are comfortable, and what if there's a third personality in the house, what would happen to us?
Yeah.
And I think the answers were very positive. The conversation felt
very natural.
Yeah,
it just flowed.
It just flowed through, and we never restricted ourselves from expressing. So, and Ketan, my husband, he was very happy with kids around. So,
okay,
I think that's why it felt so natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you ever have this fear of pregnancy? Like, पुराने ज़माने में there was always like this बड़ी दीदी या कोई होता था कि आपको एक बताता था कि if you do this हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा, but because you were living in a joint family and everybody was very like in close proximity, but abhi nobody is living together, everybody has their own separate lives.
Correct.
You need a village to raise a
Definitely.
kid. How do you manage to do that? Like, do you think just husband and you, both of you, can be a village, or do you need other family members or your friends who can help you be your village? And so first, let's start with your fears. Did you ever have fears of pregnancy?
Oh, it was a daunting task to be a mother. At first, it felt like a nightmare, to be honest, because internet doesn't help you, and at the same time, you hear all those experiences of mothers delivering their kids without any help, and especially when it comes to nuclear families, there's going to be no one apart from you at times to handle that kid around. So it was bad at first.
Yeah.
But then I think educating myself, in fact, to become a mother and to understand the pros and cons of it, to maintain boundaries and to develop certain priorities helped a lot.
Okay.
The fear was to lose myself, to be honest. That was the
Okay.
first thing that I told myself, that you're
Yeah.
not going to do it, trust me. And I think friends played a big role, family played a big role. My mom and dad would keep on, asking me if I would need some help. My father-in-law was such a big support, and then came my husband. My friends are also very very helpful. And when you have so many people around who keep on asking you, and also I understand that at times people are very bad at asking for help. It is magical, trust me. Ask for help.
Yeah.
It is helpful.
Yeah.
And I always say, educate yourself and understand what you could do, what not to do. At times, in fact, your own behavior reflects so much of negativity कि आपको समझ ही नहीं आता कि आप क्या गलत कर रहे हो, क्या सही कर रहे हो.
Right.
Becoming a mother is a constant struggle to learn.
Yeah.
At times I would, decide on myself कि आज मैं गुस्सा नहीं करूँगी. अगले दिन मैं कुछ अलग टास्क दूंगी खुद को. And that helps. मेरा मूड भी उससे काफी बैलेंस रहता है और मैं उतने
Like, could you help us, like, with what? कुछ आप जो करते हो, which will help us understand that, okay, you overcame this fear in this way.
I think वो एजुकेशन बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट थी. मुझे पता था कि मुझे क्या करना है. इस वजह से
Where did you educate yourself?
Internet and definitely fellow mothers, they helped a lot. In fact, आजकल सबसे अच्छी चीज़ मुझे लगती है जिस तरीके से सपोर्ट ग्रुप्स आ रहे हैं. मैंने WhatsApp पे 2-3 सपोर्ट ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर रखे थे. And smallest of the smallest things you could just go and ask shamelessly, and they would never say, "What are you even asking?"
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You would always get a very positive and embracing reply. ये कर लो, ये हो जाएगा, and if it doesn't work, we're here for you.
Yeah.
That was such a huge support.
Yeah.
For 2 to 3 years, I would, constantly ask for questions and do not limit myself or shame myself for not knowing things.
Yeah.
So don't shame yourself. It's okay. It's a constant learning. Being a parent, आपको पता ही नहीं है आप कौन से टास्क को हैंडल करने वाले हो आज. So just go for it.
And especially when you're like a first time mother, आपको बिल्कुल भी कुछ भी experience नहीं है. Everything is so new,
True.
so overwhelming. I think this is the biggest problem that we all have. In fact, while we were growing up as girls also, वो एक बहुत होता है कि help मत मांगो, like do everything on your own. सब कुछ खुद करो, सब कुछ खुद करो. But as a mother, do you think it's possible? सब कुछ खुद करना हो सकता है?
मत करो, मैं कहूँगी. मत करो. At times you'll overwhelm yourself and you'll never know कि आप कब थक जाओगे और उसके बाद में जो रोजाना के टास्क आपको खुशी देते हैं वो भी शायद खुशी देना बंद कर देंगे. I really want that thing. I want that space for myself.
Yeah.
तो मैं रोज कोशिश करती हूँ कि चाहे 15 मिनट ही सही मैं खुद के लिए भी कुछ करूँ.
Yeah.
And cooking for yourself, cooking a favorite dish for yourself also helps. Prepare something for yourself. Bring some flowers for yourself. Trust me, that helps.
Yeah.
A little bit of gardening with your kid also.
Yeah.
It works wonders. They also get to learn things, and that moment you understand कि ज़रूरत है आपको खुद की भी.
Yeah.
आप खुद को मत भूलो. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है.
So what is that one thing that you do for yourself that is like this? इसके बिना like upasana is not upasana. Like I need this time for me, and this is something that I do just for myself.
I love reading.
Okay.
So I'll keep on going around the internet, find something for myself, pick up a book, and also just drive around and walk here in nature. At times I drop my kid to school and make sure that I pass around the park, go inside, take a walk barefoot.
Nice.
And just keep my phone away from myself and give that energy which would be required, trust me. मुझे नहीं लगता कि बिना खुद को टाइम दिए, बिना खुद को खुश रखे आप अपनी फैमिली, अपने बच्चे को खुश रख सकते हो.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I take care of very 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 nicely. It helps a lot. अगर मैं चिड़चिड़ी हूँ, मैं गुस्से में हूँ, मेरा मूड ठीक नहीं है, मैं थकी हुई हूँ, मुझे नहीं लगता मैं खुद को उतना दे पाऊंगी अपने बच्चे को.
Yeah.
So मैं कोशिश करती हूँ मैं खुद को एनर्जाइज रखूँ, मैं इन चीज़ों को बनाए रखूँ अपने लिए. कहीं ना कहीं these tasks help me understand why I became a mother at first place. So that's one thing I would advise to all the fellow mothers also. Do something for yourself.
Yeah,
Helps.
it could be anything, like as simple as, like you said, like gardening.
Yeah. I in fact at times pick up Taksh ka drawing book and color.
Yeah, that is
Oh my
so
God, it's
fun.
fun.
Yeah, I love doing that. मुझे इच्छा होती है कभी-कभी यार मुझे coloring करना है. I don't know why. Where does it come from? Because I think it's just that kid in you that wants to do that, and there's no age, right? कि आपको ये age में यही करना चाहिए, ये age में
Who
वो करना है.
told us to stop, by the way?
Yeah,
I want to know.
Yeah.
In fact, dirty your hands up, do something, experiment in the kitchen. I love cooking. I love to make people eat. So I'll cook something for myself, prepare things, and enjoy later on with my family. So that's one thing that gives me happiness.
Yeah. So take us to the time when you understood that you're pregnant. What was that day like?
I would like to be honest here.
Please be.
As soon as I got to know that I'm pregnant, I was taken aback for once.
Yeah.
And so much so that I left the house in an hour. Told my husband about the big news. He was super happy, and at the same time I was so nervous, so fearful that I just left the house and went to my best friend for solace. We literally drove down to a beach, and I stood there in the very corners at a very heighted place, and I'm thinking to myself, can I just do it? Can I do it? If not, what to do?
Yeah.
Should I tell my family this is not what I'm cut up for?
Yeah.
There were a lot of thoughts, lot of what ifs.
Yeah.
But suddenly, after 2 days, I think there was a wave of happiness that came through, that I'm finally here. That one natural step that felt good to me, वो अब मुझे लग रहा है कि हाँ सही कर रही हूँ मैं. पर वो पहले 2 दिन of course जीवन अस्त व्यस्त था, दिमाग इधर उधर था, पर अच्छा लगता है उसके बाद of course.
So, like, was it you said, is Taksh like a COVID baby?
Yes, he is thoroughly a COVID baby. Second wave थी जब वो पैदा हुआ था.
Crazy. And how did you manage that? Like, COVID के times में, okay, this one question, were you saved by these unsolicited advices that people give you, और COVID था फिर भी लोगों के unsolicited advices चालू ही थे?
I think कभी बंद नहीं होगी.
What was the worst that you got? Like, please tell us that incident. What is the worst and you're like, why? Like, I don't need this advice.
आप नारियल खाइए, आपका बच्चा गोरा पैदा होगा.
गोरा पैदा अभी तक है.
Yes.
What is this fantasy अभी तक?
मुझे लगता है वो छूटेगा ही नहीं. इंडिया में रहकर आप निकल ही नहीं सकते उस शैकल से कि अगर बच्चा गोरा पैदा हुआ है तो people will call it cute.
Yeah.
और अगर काला हुआ है तो किसी के ऊपर गया है, उसका रंग लिया गया है, वो सब रुकता ही नहीं है.
Yeah.
So वो बहुत बुरी चीज़ लगती है मुझे. पर जब मुझे नारियल खाने के लिए कहा गया तब तो of course हंसी छूट जाती है. But if something comes with an experience, I definitely I would want to do things. But अगर कोई myth है जो मुझे लगता है कि हाँ मैं अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, just smile, nod and go on with my life.
How big? I think it's very tough to actually normal life में भी एक तो तुम ignore करके कि okay this doesn't bother me and I'm just going to go. Especially when you're pregnant, you have like a lot of the hormonal things that are going on, and when somebody is like just thopifying this myth on you, what do you feel like?
I think I was very diverted with work at that moment. मुझे बहुत खुशी मिलती थी काम करके उस समय, because एक urge थी कि अभी काम करो, बाद में you want to nest yourself, relax, and be there in the family. So मैं उस समय pregnant होते हुए भी मैं काम बहुत कर रही थी.
You were working while you were pregnant?
Yes, I was in fact very happy to work at that moment, because उस समय कोई नहीं होता था. Stage पर हुआ. And you are not talking about your pregnancy, you're not talking about your raging hormones. So work was a big solace. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था.
Which month were you working?
7th month. Because तब तक my tummy didn't show up, but that's when it happened. Even in COVID times, जब virtual events were on peak, तब 9th month में अपना laptop tummy पे balance करके मैं events host कर रही थी. It was so fun.
Wow.
There was a moment when the laptop was literally on top of me on my tummy और एकदम से kick पड़ी और वो balance खो गया मेरा.
Wow.
That happened. It was so fun. It was really fun. I would love it. There were two minds. मैं खुश थी काम करके भी, पर एक साथ में ये भी था कि बाद में काम लूज हो जाएगा, बाद में काम नहीं कर पाऊंगी. So I think वो fear की वजह से काम करना और भी ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा था उस मोमेंट पे. And I'm being very honest here. I understand कि working mothers बहुत ज़्यादा जगल करती है. So ये मेरे thoughts हैं जो बहुत सारे लोग reflect करते हैं. मुझे लगता है कि हम लोग नहीं बात करते इस बारे में कि कितना आपके अंदर वो डर होता है कि आप अपना business, अपना काम, अपना career lose कर लेंगे. But at the same time, you will definitely need a village to raise that kid. So do whatever you want, take help.
Should you figure out the village before you know, like the day you know that you're pregnant, should you figure out your village then and at that moment? Does it help?
It helps. Preparing yourself and preparing your family or friends always helps. I think I had that time and that moment. मुझे पता था कि मैं कोविड में इतनी घर में बैठ के बात कर सकती हूँ लोगों से. मुझे चाहिए हेल्प, मैं उन्हें बता सकती हूँ कि आप लोग को क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. My mom, dad were always there for me, but I understand nuclear family at the end of the day. तो आप क्या कर लोगे? So take on that responsibility. Divide a lot of responsibilities between your partner as well. मुझे लगता है कि हम भूल जाते हैं कि हम mothers को सारा काम नहीं करना है. You have got a partner. That's the reason you got married.
Yeah, and that's the reason you had a baby.
Yeah, go for it. Ask. Certain tasks are to be divided because बच्चे habitual बहुत जल्दी हो जाते हैं. They fall into a pattern. So मुझे अच्छा लगता है कि मैं और केतन बैलेंस कर ले कुछ चीज़ों को और उस हिसाब से आप आगे खुद के लिए भी कुछ कर सकते हैं और बच्चे के लिए भी. So as a working mother, it felt like the right decision to divide responsibilities.
Event industry, or for that matter, any glamorous industry, you society के हिसाब से और like the industry standards के हिसाब से it's said that कि like once you become a mother, you fall into a certain category. ठीक है? तो आपको काम नहीं मिलेगा. तो आपको काम नहीं मिलेगा. Did you face that? Did you go through this phase, this journey where आपको काम नहीं मिल रहा था because you got pregnant or because they were like यार नहीं अब तो ये वाली लीग में नहीं है तो we cannot give her these kinds of event. Maybe wedding is fine, but I don't think corporate ये करना चाहिए because corporate में again like it's so stupid and random. Like I'm working in this industry from the past 10 years, but still people call me and ask me, what are you going to wear?
Correct. Oh my God.
Why do you need to still ask me that? Like, what am I going to wear? I know you just give me the theme and I will wear उस हिसाब से. तो यार wedding में भी कि नहीं आपको यही पहनना है, आपको heels भी पहनना है, ये भी आपकी height कितनी है, ये सारी चीजें पूछी जाती है, सारी चीजें होती है. तो mother बनने के बाद तो you are completely labeled as something else only. आप वो young वाले category में नहीं आते हो. तो how did you deal with that?
I think I'll be very candid here in answering this कि मुझे किया गया मना काफ़ी कामों के लिए. इनफैक्ट मैं ग्लैमरस नहीं रहूँगी अब ये बोलकर काफ़ी वेडिंग्स के लिए भी नहीं पिक किया गया. Corporates were fine up till where the client demands, oh I need a fresh face, I need a young face. And unfortunately लोगों के दिमाग को चेंज करना बहुत मुश्किल है. पर आपका खुद का मेंटालिटी बहुत वर्क करेगी यहाँ पे. मुझे लगता है हम लोग अगर बाकी लोगों को एजुकेट करें, उन्हें कॉन्स्टेंटली दिखाएं that these are just myths or the society framework that has built lately, तो ही हट सकता है. वरना क्या होता है कि ये ग्लैमरस इंडस्ट्रीज को बोलकर ये हमें मदर्स को काम नहीं करना चाहिए बोलकर हमें काफी पीछे खींचा जाता है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली मेरे साथ भी बहुत बार हुआ. इस वजह से मैंने काफी टाइम तक तो शायद इंटरनेट पे भी ये नहीं डाला था कि आई हैव बिकम अ मदर. बट देन एट द सेम टाइम as soon as people got to know that I've become a mother, they wanted to understand how am I looking like, which was so foolish. You feel like how am I going to be judged now? The scales have changed. The entire mindset has changed. Now they'll be like, अच्छा अभी भी अच्छी लगती है. There was a question अभी recently, in fact a comment from a very nice colleague or you would say people who know me. They were like, तुम बुढ़ी कब होगी? तुम तो अब भी अच्छी लगती हो.
Oh God.
Am I supposed to take this as a compliment?
Yeah, because समझ नहीं आ रहा है. What do I take this as?
Yeah. फॉर नाउ मैं सिर्फ स्माइल करके ओ थैंक यू, आई एम श्योर यू मीन वेल करके लिख देती हूँ, बट एट टाइम्स यू रियली वांट टू स्मैक दीस पीपल्स फेसेस, लाइक क्या मतलब है तुम्हारा?
हाँ.
हम अच्छे लग सकते हैं,
हाँ.
हम मदर्स हैं, इसकी वजह से ऐसा मत बोलिए या ऐसा मत सोचिए कि अब इनकी शक्ल काया वगैरह सब बिगड़ जाएगी. नो, दिस इज नॉट गोना हैपन until and unless you do not take care of yourself.
Yeah.
But in today's generation we understand how much it matters to look apart. Plus मुझे लगता है glamorous industry, as you said, हम लोग कर सकते हैं, हम glamorous दिख सकते हैं until and unless आपके मन में कुछ और विचार चल रहा है. Of course.
Yeah.
You want someone who's sexy, hot, smoking or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean that is one sad thing जो attach हो गई है हमारे साथ में. But I think people were shocked to see my pictures, to see me being the same old self.
Yeah.
And especially the weight talks कि आपका weight अभी बढ़ा नहीं, अच्छा बढ़ गया था, आपने कम कर लिया होगा, आपने बताया नहीं, पहले कैसी लगती थी, अभी कैसी लगती है, दिखाइए ना आपका before and after, which is so sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never know how much it would affect a person.
Yeah.
So for me looks were never a priority, so मैंने इतना सीरियसली नहीं लिया शुरू में, बट नाउ आई फील इट इज अ लिटिल सैड टू नो कि वो लोग मदर्स को कुछ इस तरीके से देखते हैं.
Yeah.
But I want to break that barrier.
I think you're already breaking that, Upasana.
Thank you. But I really feel like we should stop maintaining these scales for mothers and let them be. They're doing so much. So I mean, I've added that layer of joy and resilience in myself.
Yeah.
After becoming a mother. I mean, beyond the spotlight, if I am doing something like that, I think people should respect that. And I'm not asking for respect. I would ask for just cut us some slack, maybe.
Yeah.
We will be the same unless you don't want us to.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
So. At the end of the day, becoming a mother was an artist's journey because मुझे career wise काफी daunting लग रहा था. पर बाद में आपके ऊपर ही रहता है कि आप किस तरीके से उन्हें convince करते हैं. तो मैं जब भी मौका मिलता है, I try and educate people on the fact that we can do the dual responsibility. Trust us. Just trust us.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like you rightly said. You mentioned that if you look at yourself in a certain light, the world will look at you in that way, right?
Oh, totally.
So, how did you work on yourself for that? What do you usually do to clear out all of those
foggy thoughts?
So, yeah.
First thing first, I think don't listen to those thoughts. They are just something which will try and take you back. मुझे लगता है हम इतने कॉन्फिडेंट होने चाहिए अपने आप में कि लोग हमें देखकर वो नेगेटिविटी लाए ही नहीं. सो मैं कोशिश करती हूँ कि मैं मेरे काम से जवाब दूँ. एंड आई हैव बीन ट्राइंग टू बी वेरी रेगुलर एट दैट. एंड एट द सेम टाइम आई फील when it comes to issues like आप कैसे दिखते हैं, कैसे नहीं दिखते हैं, I try to show my real face. And this, be it through makeup or through a bare face, I want to showcase to the world कि हम कम नहीं हैं.
Yeah.
In fact, mothers are someone, मैं बोलूँगी, जो इतनी stealth लेकर आती है अपने आप में to become a mother कि हम शायद कईयों से और आगे निकल सकते हैं. I've developed a lot of patience in me and there is a lot of layer that has added to motherhood कि मुझे लगता है कि मैं पहले सोचती थी कि मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगी कुछ, मैं अब उल्टा सोचती हूँ मैं ये भी कर सकती हूँ. मेरे अंदर वो चीज आ चुकी है कि मैं रोकती नहीं हूँ अब खुद को. I know my boundaries but at the same time I understand I can conquer the same task. In fact, talk about natural birth, talk about cesarean. हमेशा ये बोला जाता है natural birth में बहुत दिक्कत होगी, there'll be a ton of pain involved. So rather go for a C-section, it's so easier. And I'm like, let's take this as a challenge. And I actually took it as a challenge upon myself to make sure I birthed my son through natural remedies. And that happened.
Wow. Oh my God. Was it painful?
It is painful, but you know, since centuries women have been doing that. So can I. That's what I told myself back and forth.
Yeah.
So वो लोग तो hospitals के बिना दाई माँ के द्वारा करते थे ये सब. हम तो हॉस्पिटल में इतने अच्छे खासे कंट्रोल्ड एनवायरनमेंट में ये सब कर रहे हैं, तो कर जा सकता है, हो सकता है. इट्स इजी एंड इट्स जस्ट योर थॉट्स, your mental, your willpower that would help you go through this. I'm sure बहुत डरावना thought लगता है ये.
Yeah.
But trust me, you will sail through. You just have to prep yourself.
Yeah.
It's easy. You can do it. I will say that.
Okay. I didn't know that you had a natural birth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
something I'm proud of.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are other cases where I think like end moment complications हो जाते हैं where they want, they say कि नहीं आपको natural नहीं करना चाहिए, आप सी birth कर लो. Like a lot of my friends wanted to do natural but they couldn't because the doctor said no. But sometimes I don't know, I have this question also कि बहुत बार ऐसा भी होता है कि डॉक्टर शायद just because उसमें से थोड़ा सा बिल बढ़ जाएगा तुम्हारे हॉस्पिटल मैटरनिटी बिल्स हो जाएगा तो अरे चलो सी सेक्शन कर लो, ऐसा भी होता है. सो आई डोंट नो, इट्स अ वेरी थिन लाइन बिकॉज यू आर ऑलरेडी इन दैट पेन, यू आर नॉट द बेस्ट जज एट दैट टाइम to decide whether you want to go for a natural birth or you want to go for a C-section.
But you're the best judge of a doctor. When you want to decide on a doctor, tell them what you want.
Yeah.
And it's your communication with them that will help them understand कि आपको ये चाहिए ही चाहिए. इनफैक्ट मैं शुरू से ही मेरे डॉक्टर के साथ बहुत क्लियर थी कि हम कोशिश करेंगे जितना हो सके. आई अंडरस्टैंड मैं मेडिकल कॉम्प्लिकेशंस को चैलेंज नहीं करूंगी, बट एट द सेम टाइम आई थिंक it's going to be you and solely you who will decide at the end of the day कि क्या होने वाला है. So I want you to know this and understand this कि मुझे natural birth चाहिए, and she was very helpful at that moment. So communication is very important since the very beginning. I'm sure humanity के basis पे काफी सारे doctors कुछ भी हो, I'm sure ये जो बिलिंग वाला है और ये सब कुछ बातें हैं, इनसे परे हटके कोई ना कोई एक बार ये सोचेगा जरूर कि इन्हें कुछ चाहिए था, हम इन्हें दे सकते हैं. So yeah, communication is important here.
Okay. So like ये सारे थॉट्स आपके इसमें आ रहे थे कि ठीक है काम मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, एंड वी कैन क्लियरली सी दैट यू आर like soaring with flying colors, and you are setting that example for all the girls who are confused about motherhood, about all the unknowns that are there in the motherhood. You are like very easily showing us that you can do this. It is possible if you actually put your mind to it and prioritize yourself as well. If you prioritize yourself, everything is possible. But what is that one thing that nobody told you or prepped you for, and it came to you like a shock, and you were like, what? I am not prepared for this. What is this?
I have an instant answer to this, and that is breastfeeding. Nobody told me this is going to be so crazy, a journey that I was not ready for, something that nobody talked about. Not even a single soul. You're like that nervous ball of energy at that moment कि आपको बच्चे को पहली बार हाथ में भी लेना है, आपको उसे फीड कराना है. You are that one person who is responsible for the food that the kid takes. तो आप क्या करोगे, कैसे करोगे, किसी ने भी बात नहीं कर रही है. In fact, not many forums, not many things are being talked upon. आज हम बोलते हैं पब्लिक ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग अलाउड नहीं है. नहीं, आप ये बात करिए ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग होती कितनी टफ है यार. एंड somehow that was one shocker which arrived with me, and in fact there were a lot of hiccups in that journey. कई mothers को underwhelming response मिलता है अपने बच्चे से while they do not latch, or and at times you don't have that much of capacity to satiate their hunger, and you get into this nervous energy. But I think everything falls into place once you understand the needs of your body. You have to feed yourself first. जिस तरीके से एयरलाइन से बोलते हैं अपना मास्क पहले लगाइए, बाद में किसी को, वही है. आप अपने आप को पहले ध्यान देकर खाइए जितना हो सकता है, अपने आप को स्ट्रॉन्ग कीजिए. उसके बाद definitely you can fulfill your responsibility towards the kid too. So for me it was a shocker. कई चीजें जो कि मुझे लगता है बात ही नहीं की जाती, like how much painful it is, and at times when you have to leave your kid for work purposes and they are solely breastfed. how and what would you do? How are you supposed to store milk and things like that? Very, very artist journey to say the least, but मुझे लगता है वो सबसे tough point था मेरी life का. तो शायद मुझे natural birthing भी आसान लगती है.
I was just about to ask you that. Do you think natural birth was much like less painful as compared to breastfeeding?
Because you have help from several professionals at that moment. Hey, you are alone. No help, absolutely no help could be given to you at that moment. So मुझे लगता है वहाँ पर खुद को educate करना बहुत important है. Read through things, talk, ask questions as much as possible. Don't stop. मैं in fact जिन भी support group से जुड़ी हुई थी वहाँ पर ऐसे questions आते थे जो लगता था कि कितना irrelevant है, but at the same time किसी mother को वो चीज़ कितनी परेशान कर रही होगी वो आपको नहीं पता लगता. So that helped a lot. And yeah, breastfeeding is that one thing I am still fearful of. But at the end of the day, it became easier. Day by day, you would understand कि आप कहाँ गलत हो, कहाँ सही हो, क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या नहीं कर सकते. Even your postures matter a lot. So yeah, there you go. You know my fear now.
Most of the mothers that I'm talking to, everybody's telling me about this thing only कि we were never ready for breastfeeding and nobody's talking about it. Why is it so tough? And क्यों कोई इसके बारे में बात नहीं कर रहा है? And like some of them don't even get that kind of milk. So like as a mother you feel guilty कि oh shit, I'm not producing enough milk and
correct.
Am I not a good mother then?
In my case, I had an overproduction of milk and that would create a lot of pain in my body. My upper body would feel very sore. I would not be able to move my head much. And that also is a problem which nobody talks about, sadly.
Oh, I didn't know about this. Correct. I've always heard about like less milk, but never heard about more milk. What do you do?
I mean, you're always leaking, you're always feeling sore. You're trying to hide away the pain. In fact, there was a time when I could not even hold anything because the pain would travel and shoot through your veins all throughout.
Oh God.
So even if I would say my nutrition, my food was as nominal as possible, it still happened with me. So there wasn't much to talk with. There were very less women around me who were in fact knowing about or had an idea about certain kind of issues like these. So for me it became a challenge on what to do and what not to do here. So I would keep on storing the milk, but how much would you want to do that? Because the more you store, the more you produce the milk, the more your body creates those producing hormones which will produce the milk. No matter what you do, it was very tough to balance that.
And because if you keep on like just pumping,
your body tells you to produce more milk if you can pump more.
And if you stop pumping, then this is full like completely stiff, like it starts hurting.
You'll have to reduce the amount of pumping to indicate your body that you do not need this much of milk. For me, unfortunately, I was not aware about these things at first.
Because you're a first mom, like how would you even know?
और मेरा काम अगर मुझे मेरे बच्चे से दूर लेके जा रहा है, तो I would want to pump myself and store the milk. That was such a big mistake. I did not know the more I pump, the more it will develop, and sadly, I had some tremendous issues. But I think you learn from experiences, or kahin na kahin, day by day you understand your body. And trust me, the challenge is not motherhood. The other challenge that I feel you don't think about is your body too. It is changing every day. You get to still feel things inside your body that you thought are gone. In fact, there is this phenomena that happens with you, and that happened with me a lot of times, जहाँ पे आपको लगता है baby is still kicking inside. Even if after I have delivered him, you would still feel the phantom kicks inside your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, that happens with a lot of women.
Huh.
And there's a strange feeling inside you, and then another fear. Am I again pregnant? Is there something that should happen? Is
Yeah.
there something left inside? Oh my god, some silly thoughts that I had in my
Yeah.
mind. So you want to try and read on the internet, what is this happening? What is this thing? And at that moment, rather than staying on internet, I would try and meditate, try and stop over there, lock myself for 5 minutes and understand my body. What's
Yeah.
happening? Is this something that I'm supposed to go through? These experiences are so, how do I say, इतना अजनबी हो जाती है आपकी बॉडी खुद के लिए कि आप एक बार के लिए समझ नहीं पाते आप क्या करो. So that is the most challenging part I felt. So day by day, you're like, people will advise you rest as much as possible. I understand it's very crucial to rest at that moment because there's this huge wound that's inside your body that you have to heal.
Yeah.
So when you talk about Japa period, that also carries a lot of significance in our Indian culture. But at the same time, today's women, they feel like it's not necessary. I am an advocate of Japa period. I love to advise people on the fact that you should rest.
Okay.
You never know how much hormones
Yeah.
are raging inside your body and how much rest it would require at that moment. So
Because you produced a human, like,
Yeah.
come on, you need to.
there's this huge vacuum inside your body and it's still present over there. So you gotta rest. Please, women, stop.
Yeah, yeah.
So even if you're working, please, I would say take a moment, step back and understand your body as well. Because at that moment, आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा कि आप खुद क्या कर रहे हो. आप बाद में
Yeah.
किसी छोटे बेबी को कैसे हैंडल करोगे. So
Yeah.
I always advise them to please take a step back, relax yourself, be with yourself for some time. Because वो phantom kick से लेकर आपका leaking bladder से लेके
Yeah.
आपका over या under production से लेके आपका
Yeah.
weight issue से लेके, there are so many things that
Yeah.
you're dealing with at the same time.
Yeah.
You would definitely want some break for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. So, when did you start working? Like, once you gave birth, when is that you felt ki, okay, I'm ready to work? And you were maybe like getting a lot of inquiries, but you were turning them down. And were you feeling that guilt? Oh God, I want to get back to work, but I'm not able to. I know I need to rest. But like, all these different kinds of thoughts that are like just circulating
juggling
around. Yeah, yeah. So what made you decide that, okay, no, that's it, I need to get back to work?
Fear of missing out was tremendous, and this plays with your mind a lot.
Yeah.
Thankfully, at a certain point of time, this whole COVID thing gave me a good break. But at the same time, there were some commitments I had to honor.
Okay.
And the first time that I stepped on the stage was after 3 months of giving birth.
Okay.
And to travel abroad and to leave your baby for 3 days who is exclusively breastfed was a tough decision to make. And at the same time, you're juggling with a changing body.
Yeah.
The whole process was very arduous, and I had to actually prep myself to get back on stage.
Yeah.
At that moment, it was a pressured decision, but I definitely felt like a good change that I was feeling I didn't need.
Yeah.
So I was very happy I took that chance.
Yeah.
And it gave me the confidence, the much needed confidence that I could do it. I could
Yeah.
do it again. This is
Yeah.
not something that I cannot overcome with.
Hmm.
So that's why I always say mothers are very strong. They could do anything, trust me. They could do any and everything possible. So those 3 days were crazy. I would always keep thinking about the baby, and at the same time, if you have to work, आपको
Yeah.
ऐसा लगता है कि क्या आप सही कर रहे हो, आपने उसे
हाँ,
छोड़ा है,
हाँ.
क्या आपका मन लगेगा, और ये सब चीज़ें बहुत होती है. I in fact was very diverted for once. But once you put your mind on it, you understand that this is something that you have thought of.
Yeah.
और आपने इसे बहुत समय दिया है, बहुत सोच समझ के इस decision को लिया है. I'm sure some good thing will come out of it. And that trip of 3 days definitely did a whole lot of good to me.
Yeah, yeah.
It brought me back. It made me understand that's how you balance. So,
Yeah.
there you go. 3 months after Daksh.
I think I don't know how comfortable you would be like sharing it with the community, with girls, as to what was your experience while you were breastfeeding and you went for work, and you had to pump because there was constantly milk that was being produced.
Of course, yeah.
So what was that experience like?
I've seen my dresses being stained on stage while I was talking. I could feel I'm leaking. There are certain aspects that are not in control of you, and in that moment, you lose yourself for a bit, and
Yeah.
things were challenging. At that moment, I always take a pause and think to myself कि क्या आप इतना भी नहीं कर पाओगे? ये तो बस छोटी सी बात है, आप कर जाओगे. थैंकफुली इतना प्रोग्रेशन आ चुका है कि हमारे पास बहुत सारी सुविधाएं हैं, बहुत सारे तरीके हैं इसे ओवरकम करने के लिए. सो मैं बार बार कहती हूँ कि उन तरीकों को जानिए. हमारे पास सच में इस वक्त 21st सेंचुरी के टाइम पे इतनी सारी चीज़ें हैं जो हमें हेल्प की जा सकती है थ्रू टेक्नोलॉजी. एंड आई फील उस समय अगर आपको नहीं पता तो टेक हेल्प, बट डू इट फॉर योर सेल्फ, बिकॉज at the end of the day it's just you with your baby. No one around you would understand such things. So I took my baby to events as well. It was a tough decision because मुझे लगता है आप foreign environment में लेकर जा रहे हो बच्चे को, how would they deal with it? आपको पता है कहीं ना कहीं वो कुछ तो कुछ issue create कर सकते हैं, आपको कुछ दिक्कत हो सकती है. There were times when I traveled with my baby for an entire night, changed 2 to 3 flights, reached and took my help of nanny. They would sit down. My baby was pretty small, very young, just months away, and I would step on the stage and think to myself, what would he be doing in the room? Was the nanny enough? Is he being taken care of? But at the end of the day, मुझे पता है कि मैं fulfill कर जाऊंगी उसकी needs, और इसी तरीके से मैं उस स्टेज पर कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ चढ़ती थी. बहुत बार मैंने खुद को लूज़ किया है, मैं मानती हूँ, पर आई थिंक ये जर्नी थी. मुझे इस जर्नी के द्वारा ही, इस जर्नी के थ्रू ही समझ में आया कि कितना मदर्स कर रही है. हम उन्हें कितना कम आंक रहे हैं इस वक्त. हम ये समझ ही नहीं पा रहे हैं कि वो डुअल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के चलते दैट टफ फेस दैट दे गैदर अप विद, वो क्या करके, कितना कुछ करके उस स्टेज पर चढ़ रहे हैं या फिर कुछ काम कर रहे हैं, वो जॉब को करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. I've developed immense respect for mothers after this. After becoming myself a mother, I understand. I in fact asked my mother, how did you do it? I don't know. मैं दूसरा बेबी सोचकर भी मैं कई बार डर जाती हूँ. उन्होंने तो 10 बच्चे किए हैं पुराने ज़माने में, वो कैसे कर दिए
सच में. And especially when there was no medical help.
हाँ, and especially when they would not also want that for themselves. तरीके नहीं होते थे तब avoid करने के लिए situation को. तब भी उन्होंने पाला है, पोसा है. And look at us, we're here. And I think it's एक सलाम है उनको, the way they have faced the world, worked. And at the same time raised us to be so good. पता नहीं कैसे करते हैं पर कर जाते हैं यार. So मैं भी कैसे कर जाती हूँ पता नहीं, पर कर जाती हूँ.
Just get that strength.
While I sleep in the night, I try to understand आज मैंने क्या किया, आज मैंने कैसे किया. मुझे लगता है कि मैं इतना बिलीव करूँ खुद पर कि मेरे अंदर वो सवाल नहीं. And that helps a lot to talk to yourself, to assure yourself that you could do it. I think self-talking is important. Self-assurance is very important here. कि कर जाओगे आप. Don't be so doubtful. Nobody else needs to assure you of this journey. Trust me. It's you, your kid. At the end of the day, करो जितना हो सकता है करो. नहीं हो रहा तो help मांगो यार. बहुत important है help मांगना. So for me, taking my kid to events, breastfeed him over there, get out of the room, perform on stage became easier and easier once I started believing myself.
Like he said, there was a moment when Taksh was born. You felt like going in a room and just sitting with yourself, locking the doors for 5 minutes and just understanding what is happening with your body.
Correct.
Were there moments during the pregnancy, when you were pregnant, you felt like, I just want to be away from everybody, just sit behind locked, closed doors because I just don't want to talk to people?
Oh my God, that happens a lot.
Or did you like just cry, like just feel like crying and you don't know why, but just crying makes you feel good?
Cried myself a lot. In fact, I never knew I would cry so much because I was never a crybaby.
Yeah.
But शुरुआत के 6 months तक तो I was a very happy kid. But बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है, बहुत कुछ अच्छा लग रहा है. In fact, I would travel, take flights, perform on stage, come back. There were no problems at all. Morning sickness, that was something I would have to dealt with. But मैं समझती थी कि ये पार्ट एंड पार्सल है जॉब का मेरे. मैं इस वक्त जो कर रही हूँ, what my body is trying to do will have some repercussions, so I would try and calm myself down, do something that would help me there. But at the same time, crying would help me release a lot. I would have become very shant. अच्छा लगता है थोड़ा. Definitely times when I would not want to do anything because your body feels tired.
Yeah, because you're producing a human, मतलब you're like making a human, तो I think आपकी double energy जा रही है ना, मतलब उतना.
Definitely. I would cry myself for little things like my snack is over. Oh my god, I want something. There's nothing, and I would just cry myself out. But वो बाद में you think of it and you laugh it out. But the most challenging part for me was to not step out at times. Because मैं शुरुआत के 6 months में जब ट्रैवल कर रही थी, कोविड रिस्ट्रिक्शंस थोड़े लूजन आउट हो गए थे, बट उसके बाद में काफी रिस्ट्रिक्शंस आ गए थे. So that's when I had this sudden urge of stepping out, going around, do things that I would normally not do. And I would ask myself, what's happening to me? Where am I going? What am I doing? You know, I in fact went and danced in a club while being fully pregnant because I just wanted to do it.
Wow. Okay.
And it was so freeing. It was so cool.
You felt good after that?
Oh my god, absolutely. I knew this might be one of those times that I would talk to myself and say कि ये सही करा है तुमने.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Wow, love that energy. And तो फिर weren't there people who were like बहुत रोक टोक करते हैं ना कि ये नहीं करो, वो करो, ये करो. Like how did you like shun all those thoughts?
To navigate through those thoughts and to navigate through what people would say to you about your pregnancy is something that I feel आपकी family से के through आप ज़्यादा deal कर सकते हो. If your family thinks it is right for you, you go for it. I understand you have to take special precautions and everything else, but at the same time you have to live your life.
Yeah.
So I would do everything whatever pleased me at that moment.
Yeah.
So, for example, going to a club and traveling to faraway cities to perform, I would do everything, but with caution. In fact, I was traveling to Puri once while I was I was running on my 5th month. I understand it was such a hoax at that moment कि नहीं COVID चल रहा है, आपको issues हो सकते हैं, आप pregnant हो ऊपर से, what would happen? But I just took that risk, but of course with a lot of caution, and I made sure my crew, the flight crew, knew about my pregnancy. I had this bag ready for myself, and I had all kinds of medicines and things like that. Then the crew was very helpful. If they know you're pregnant, they will make sure that you're utmost comfortable.
Okay.
So that helped. Everybody around me understood that there could be something that I would be averse with. I especially had this aversion with palak. आप मुझे अगर दिखा भी दोगे तो I would just run away. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता था जो अच्छी चीजें होती है मुझे उसी से प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, मैं खाऊं क्या? तो मैं बहुत कुछ ट्राई करती रहती थी. I would just go out, eat things like मुझे समझ में आता है कि आपको हेल्दी खाना चाहिए, but there are cheat days, so I would do that. I would take फायदा of those cheat days and eat my heart out. Relax my body. I think it was it was a happy feeling, and that flow of oxytocin, you feel it. You literally feel it inside your head, your body, and for days and days you reminisce, you feel good about it. तो मैं करती थी, खुश जितना हो सके उतना रहती थी. And I would go take out walks. I in fact learned how to drive in those times. जब मैं एकदम ऐसा
really wow
with a tummy full of kid, I would just go drive. Unfortunately, at some point of time, I understood that I'm not accommodating myself well into that seat. So I stopped. But then it felt liberating. It felt happy. I felt good about it.
Yeah.
So I would do anything and everything, whatever made me feel good. At that moment, I thought about myself.
Yeah, I think that's the most important, right? Because if you're keeping yourself happy, the baby can feel emotions, right?
Yes,
like what you're feeling.
They do.
So, yeah.
A lot. So वो मुझे इनफैक्ट ये भी सुनाई दिया गया था कि आप खुश रहिए, आपका बच्चा भी खुश निकलेगा, ज्यादा रोएगा नहीं, ये नहीं होगा. That is a myth.
Yeah.
But then I would follow it. Blindly.
क्योंकि क्या ही प्रॉब्लम है, मतलब खुश रहने में like what does it like take, right?
This is the harmless advice that I followed all throughout.
Yeah.
And one thing that I felt कि सही बोल रहा है जो भी बोल रहा है.
Yeah, इसका कोई logic हो या नहीं हो, but हाँ.
I would go read a book, dance. In fact, कुछ भी नहीं था उस समय कोविड के पीक में, आप क्या कर लोगे? So I would just play myself some great music and dance. For half an hour, for random amount of time, I would just move my hands, walk around the house, and just stay happy. So that was something I was really happy with. Nice.
Yeah. So I want to understand in terms of your village, like how can husbands play an important role here because कितना भी बोलो, I think urban setup में फिर भी थोड़े बहुत अभी काफी changes हो रहे हैं where husbands are being a part of the whole motherhood journey, because motherhood is not possible just by the mother. You need a husband as well to or a partner, not necessarily husband, but कोई तो एक partner चाहिए आपको जो ये. तो how did you guys set up that standards, and was it पहले से ही तुमको पता था, or is Ketan that kind of a personality, or has he changed after you became a mother? Like how has that been?
I think he evolved a lot, and he was the first person who introduced the idea of having a kid in this relationship. So you could understand his excitement. He would always dance around the kid, and because he wasn't going to office and it was a work from home, that made my life pretty easier. He was the sole person responsible for the kids bathing, for his clothes. He would love to wrap him, and in fact, he took up a lot of responsibilities because I understand that it's just the two of us. So I think involvement of your partner and involvement of your partner is certainly necessary. As much as you think that you could do it yourself, there will be a time when you would want some rest, because your sleep schedules are erratic, and at the same time you yourself are trying to heal. So मुझे काफी help मिली in ways that I did not thought was possible. He would fix up my pillow while I'm feeding. He would fix me up something for my unfortunate nutrition that we have to go through. मुझे नहीं पता कि क्या खाना चाहिए और क्या नहीं खाना चाहिए, but he would know all well in advance and prepared laddus for me. तो मुझे लगता है बहुत important था. कोई और नहीं, but आपका partner, आपकी body आपको समझ सकता है. And we are open with them about our problems, and if they are empathetic towards it, they will work through it. And it was a huge help. And at that same point of time, I was dealing with a very awkward breastfeeding situation. He was the one who keep on reading through articles and articles and help me understand, this is what you could do, this is what we could do, this is what would help. So I think I would take a whole lot of credit for motherhood, but at the same time, Ketan has become a pillar of support for me in this journey. And being with him felt like I had someone who would take care of me as well. Because आप अकेले पड़ जाते हो एक बार के लिए, आपको लगता है आपको जो ज़रूरतें हैं वो ध्यान में नहीं दी जाती. इनफैक्ट I mean, mothers को नहीं हाई किया जाएगा, पहले बच्चे को देखा, oh my god that's a baby. Mothers are forgotten at that point of time. तो ऐसा लगता है कि कौन याद रख रहा है आपको?
हाँ.
So that's the husband's duty. So prepare your husband well in advance that you are supposed to take care of me.
Yeah. Because baby को देखने के लिए तो सब लोग है ही. हाँ.
Correct. Nobody looks at you or your face. They just judge you. तुम पतली हो गई, तुमने वेट लूज कर लिया है, तुम्हारा टमी चला गया है, ये सब बातें होती है सिर्फ.
हाँ.
उस समय आपका मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में पूछा नहीं जाता, आपका फिजिकल हेल्थ शायद जितना दिखता है उसी के बारे में बातचीत की जाती है. वो बहुत ऑकवर्ड होती है सिचुएशंस. अब उस समय आपको लगता है कि देयर हैज टू बी समवन हु टेक्स केयर ऑफ यू. ट्रस्ट मी, यू विल वांट दैट.
So, like, how did you overcome with this? Like, did you have any sort of body image issues after giving birth?
Oh, a lot.
And how did you deal with it?
Before giving birth, I was pretty fixated on the idea of not how would I project this कि एक सर्टेन अमाउंट तक का वेट बढ़ना चाहिए, उसके बाद में मैं वेट बढ़ने नहीं दूंगी. मेरा ये सब मेरे थॉट्स थे वो.
हाँ.
पर आप इन्हें कितना एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हो वो आपको पता नहीं है. बिकॉज
एग्जैक्टली. हाँ.
यू कैन नॉट स्टॉप न्यूट्रिशन रीचिंग योर बॉडी एट दैट मोमेंट. वो बहुत चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट थी मेरे लिए. फिटनेस बिकेम एन एक्सट्रीम स्पोर्ट टू मी एट दैट मोमेंट कि नो, I have to get back to my body. I have to get back to my old self. Because I think that's one image I had of me that I wouldn't want to lose myself. कि आज अगर मेरी बॉडी चेंज होगी तो शायद मैं भी चेंज हो जाऊंगी. वैसी सिचुएशन में मैं थी. और काफ़ी मदर्स होती है, उन्हें पता भी नहीं लगता है, उनकी बॉडी चेंज होते होते वो खुद चेंज हो जाती है. मेंटली वी बिकम a different set of human being, to be honest. We do anyways after giving birth, but I don't want myself to think ill of me. So body image issue was immense, but at the same time I took care of myself a lot. I think major times exercise is one thing that people forget after giving birth. So ये चीज़ मुझे लग रहा था बहुत ज़रूरी है. And I made sure I stretch myself. I walk around with the baby. I would take him to the parks and go for long walks. And swaddle him up and dance with him. Include whatever movements I could possibly can through my body and wherever it felt easy. So fitness was a task because you do not want to tire yourself out at that moment. But at the same time, there was something in me that explained me that I want to get myself back. So a big motivation जो मुझे लगता है कि नहीं होता तो शायद आज लोगों की धारणाएं और लोगों की बातचीत जो हम तक पहुंचती है, like what we were discussing before कि वो लोग सोचते हैं mothers are not beautiful and they are not the same like they were before, they're older. They crept in for some time. पर I think जब आप अपना ख्याल नहीं रख रहे तो वो कैसे ही रोक पाएंगे खुद को बोलने से. So that was that first step that I took and shut those thoughts away and to shun these notions away of the society. That helped actually. Exercising helped mentally, physically. Society wise मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि मैं लोगों की बातें सुन ही नहीं रही हूँ क्योंकि वो मुझे देख के कुछ और बातचीत कर रहे हैं. So it was such a breakthrough, to be honest. I owe it big time to exercising. I took online classes because I think I could stay with my baby at the same time. So I would say if you can't go to the gym, make your house a gym. Do anything and everything that is in your capacity at that moment.
Your work style, the kind of work that you are in, you are in this, you have these erratic schedules.
Correct.
Nothing is ever planned. You sometimes get messages late in the night that tomorrow the event is confirmed.
Yes.
And it's always very chaotic. So and motherhood is something where you need planning because there is a tiny human involved in it. So both of these worlds are very different for you. So
absolutely.
How do you manage that both and this unpredictability? How does it work for you and how do you... So because there are a lot of girls who are contemplating, should we do this? Is it possible by being a freelancer? artist, can I still explore motherhood? What is that one advice that you would give them? How can you manage it? And first of all, how do you manage it?
I always tell my fellow mothers, my friends, that kids thrive in schedules. When you put them in a certain schedule and when they know what is going to come next and what not, they will definitely fall through it and easily be acceptable of any changes. And lately, I understand that because of our erratic schedules, things cannot be as easy as what other mothers who are not working. I understand comparison गलत है, पर हमारे लिए कि of course planning नहीं की जा सकती.
Yeah.
In fact, there have been times when I am making him sleep in the bed. I've tucked him under, and straight after that I'm moving towards another destination. And when he wakes up, he will not find me.
Yeah.
ऐसा बहुत बार हुआ है, but I never knew these tiny humans could understand behavioral patterns and all sorts of things like nervous energy too. So I've always understood that if I am not happy in any particular state of motion,
Okay.
my kid doesn't reflect the same energy. So I make sure कि मैं पहले से ही तैयारियां कर रही हूँ और prepare कर रही हूँ उसे. So if I'm tucking him in the bed, I make sure I communicate with him.
Okay.
Always tell him that I will be gone when you are up in morning. And even if he was this small and would not understand any sorts of language,
Yeah.
I would still make it a point to tell him and to make him aware about certain things which are not deemed necessary. Like, why would you tell this thing to a kid? That's what everybody would tell me.
Yeah.
But that worked wonders with us. I don't know how, but this was one small thing that I got to learn or pick up from somewhere, and this became something which I would follow through. And even if he's not understanding, even if he doesn't get to behave, in fact, वो फिर भी उसे समझता था, उसे follow करता था, and he would not cry and crib why mom is gone or something.
Yeah.
He would understand. In fact, one day my husband had a wrong idea of me coming back home.
Okay.
But this kid knew when I was exactly coming back. He made him aware of the fact that mom is not going to come on Sunday. She's going to come on Monday and pick me up from school. That's what she told me.
Okay.
This helps. At least he is aware about things. At least he knows that I'm not going to be available for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not available physically, but on calls.
Yeah.
I make sure that I make him feel comfortable and warm enough through my words, through the communication that has definitely helped me sail throughout this whole journey. जितना लोग बोलते थे कि छोड़कर जाएगी, बच्चा परेशान होगा, कैसे पालेगी, उन सबसे बढ़कर मुझे लगता है वो कम्युनिकेशन ने मेरी बहुत मदद करी है.
एंड इनफैक्ट ये बोला जाता है ना कि ये मतलब ये चीज बच्चों को बताने की क्या जरूरत है, बच्चे को मत बताओ, क्या जरूरत है, उनको तो समझ में भी नहीं आएगा, छोड़ दो. आई थिंक द प्रॉब्लम इज व्हेन वी स्टार्ट ट्रीटिंग किड्स लाइक किड्स कि अरे इसको या लाइक जस्ट स्टूपिड. What do they understand about life? Yeah, why do you need to communicate with these things? But I'm seeing this change, like you rightly said, that parents are being communicated. Like, don't think of them as something that they will not understand. In fact, their brain like is runs faster than us. Like, you will be surprised.
They're developing into some smarter kids. This generation is different. You see them handling phones and laptops so easily. Why do you think they cannot handle us?
Yeah.
So one day I had a very bad day, and I certainly was not in a mood to talk about things. But then he came near me and kissed me on my head and asked me, what is happening? आप ऐसे क्यों बैठे हो? He normally doesn't see me sitting in a corner. That's when I understood that he is ready to communicate with me. He's ready to hear me. And I told him. And believe me, he took it well. He understood that mama is upset. And he made sure that he cheered me up. After that, you could literally see him dancing because he understands that I dance with him. And that perks me up.
Yeah.
My God, he knew how to fix me up. Wow. Could you understand? A kid who is not even 4 right now understands how to fix up my mood.
Yeah.
So I think that happened with the communication. I told him what exactly happened. And today, Uh, Even if I'm talking to a client on phone, he won't come after me and go crazy on me. He understands that it's my work. He needs to give me that much needed space. So he taps me, and if I tell him that I'm on call, he'll wait for me. That's how strong our communication has become. And I believe if you start telling them or tell other people right in front of them, इसको क्या समझ में आएगा, ये कहाँ जानेगा, इसको क्यों बता रही है, ये सब चीजें वो सुनते हैं, वो ग्रैब करते हैं, वो समझते हैं. प्लीज उनके सामने या तो ये सब बातें ना ही बोले, या फिर उन्हें वो ट्रीटमेंट ही ना दे. I feel. Yeah. I don't treat him that way. Yeah. I make sure that he knows what am I talking about. And I think I would want to talk to him about every other detail that we mothers fail to pass on. Even talk about periods with him. Yeah. Not now, maybe after a year or so when he starts understanding, not make fun of it maybe. I get it that boys are a little notorious in nature. Yeah. But I want to communicate with him that mama is in pain at times, she needs rest, or what every girl goes through at a certain point of time. So yeah, communication is the key. Yeah.
And in terms of raising him, how are you, like, I know this thing has been talked about a lot, about the Raja Beta syndrome, and how do you raise sons. What is it that you're doing differently to raise him in this society as a boy?
I remember him loving pink color at a certain point of time. He still does. He has a pink watch he loves crazily. And somebody taunted him right in front of my eyes. Pink is not the color for boys, it's for girls. I said, when did we define the color? Yeah. Pink is only and only reserved for girls. I will never stop him. Yeah. There was a point that he would, tell me कि मैं ये color की watch नहीं पहन सकता हूँ. इसमें मुझे बोला जा रहा है ये girls का color है. That's when I start explaining him that this is not how we work. हम equal है. Girls and boys are equal. I make sure that he talks with girls with the same enthusiasm, plays with them. We in this building, in this society, we understand that काफी norms and situations है जहाँ पे हम उन्हें अलग-अलग रखते हैं. But I communicate with his school teacher and I make sure that he sits with the girls as well, talks with them as equally as he talks with boys. And मैं जब तैयार होती हूँ और जब मैं मेकअप यूज करती हूँ तो आई अंडरस्टैंड आप लड़की की मम्मा हो, आप उसके सामने मेकअप नहीं यूज करो क्योंकि वो भी आ जाएंगे, वो लगाएंगे एंड दे विल गेट हैबिचुअल. He loves when I do all this thing, and he'll also put on some lipstick. Nobody in my house will tell him it's only reserved for girls. It's all right. Do whatever you feel like. Yeah. You'll grow up into a man someday and understand what is to be done and what not. For now, I'm not gonna stop you from anything. You should know this certain kind of activity is done by me. Yeah. तुम भी कर सकते हो. करो. So be it putting a bindi on his forehead, which he absolutely loves, and to kissing me on my lips so that the lipstick transfers and get to him. I never stop him. Love pink, make him wear pink, talk about girlhood and talk about things which might feel that they are too unnecessary or too mature for his age. It's all right. Yeah. He will get it. Yeah. He will someday get it. और अगर मैं वो बीज अभी से बो रही हूँ तो मुझे पता है कि आगे जाके कुछ अच्छा ही होगा. Yeah. So that's what I do. Yeah. I don't.
That's so beautiful. Yeah.
I don't break his spirit of loving anything that is reserved for girls. Please go forward.
Yeah. And I think it's a little difficult when people will stop you from doing such things, right? Like you're not raising a boy correctly. There will be a lot of backlashes that you will get, and I think for mothers, आप वो सिर्फ एक छोटी मिस्टेक के लिए रुके रहते हैं. You're not a good mother. You're not doing this right. आप सब कुछ गलत कर रहे हो. It's a very thin line, but it's not the same for fathers. If the father is doing, अरे वाओ कितना अच्छा father है, like कितना अच्छे से कर रहा है ये वो, but it's just you just flip the gender and it's like
just a change of nappy and they are deemed as the perfect fathers. Which is definitely the case.
It's great that in this day and age you are trying to do that, and I'm sure it will reflect in his personality.
that's what I would want. I get it कि वो बाल बांध नहीं सकते क्योंकि वो लड़के हैं, वो बिंदी नहीं बांध सकते, कोई बात नहीं, एक सर्टेन पॉइंट पे वो खुद ही रुकेंगे फिलहाल के लिए जब उन्हें पसंद है. And when he wants it, why would I stop him? He roams around the house while there is a band in his head, and he loves to flaunt it, like loves. मैं क्यों रोकूं, क्या बोलकर रोकूं? मुझे नहीं लगता कि मैं रेडी हूँ अभी इसे ये बोलने के लिए कि ये सब चीजें नहीं करनी चाहिए. वो जब बड़े होके भी करेगा तो भी I would want to embrace it because that's how I raised him, right? बड़े होके भी अगर वो कर रहा है तो मुझे प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए. So even if he wants to grow some long locks and tie them up like a pony and tell me that I like it, I will support him. So let's just say that it's not that I'm raising a heterosexual or trying to tell everybody कि मैं कोई boundary नहीं create करने वाली हूँ. I might explain him in words that this is something that we girls love to do, but I will never say or tell him that you cannot do it.
I think you cannot makes a lot of difference in their like brain development there. And so makes sense.
If he loves Spider-Man, at the same time I will bring him something that he could understand. This is not something reserved for boys only.
A girl can also like Spider-Man.
Oh yes. We talk about this a lot, me and him. And he's very gentle that way and he gets it. He gets it कि बाकी mothers क्यों रोकती है, पूछा है उसने मुझे.
Oh yeah?
Because somehow he understands that I say yes a lot of times. So he gets it and he asks me and so it's okay. आपको अच्छा लगा, आप कर लीजिए. And he's happy there. So overall he's a very happy kid. Correct. So
I think it reflects from you, right?
I want that. I want that. I want him to be happy. I want him to know that he should smile often. That life is better when we smile. Simply.
Exactly.
Simply.
Okay. So, if there is one thing that you would like to tell your like Upasana before motherhood, like pre-motherhood Upasana, what would that be? In terms of now,
I've matured so much so and grown with my thoughts so much so that I get it कि पहले कितने fears थे mind में, कितने impatient होते हैं हम. बाद में आपको parenthood इतना कुछ सिखाते हैं जो आपको पता ही नहीं था कि वो हो भी सकता है और इतना कुछ सीखने को मिल भी सकता है. So I would tell the younger Upasana who was not a mother to learn how to be this much patient, to develop that sense of pride that you could do it and to be confident enough to understand you and your mind and your mindset could take you through hell lot of storms. So today's Upasana is much more resilient and much more happier. Even when they say mothers are not happy, they are a happy soul if you let them be. So let us be.
I think that's the most important thing. Let them be.
Correct. Whatever they're doing it with their own will. अगर वो ठीक नहीं कर रही है कुछ, वो समझ जाएंगी खुद से. तो शायद जो जितना प्रेशर सोसाइटी क्रिएट करती है उसे ना लेने की जगह whatever you in your head feel right about, if this is deemed right in your head, go for it. I never stopped myself even if it came from a lot of people कि 40 दिन के बाद बच्चे को अभी बाहर मत निकालो, 3-4 महीने और रखो, उसे रहने दीजिए. I would always take him out, ask him to look around, pick him up and get to talk to him कि ये चीज़ यहाँ पर है, वो चीज़ वहाँ पर है, हम ये देख रहे हैं, हम वो देख रहे हैं. मैं हमेशा उससे बात करके, उसे समझा के, उसे बाहर निकाल कर और उसके साथ ट्रैवल करके उसे बहुत कुछ सिखाई हूँ. So I think that's very necessary. Don't be fearful. They learn a lot. Today my kid knows that leaves also breathe and you should not be tearing them apart. I think बहुत छोटी सी चीज़ है पर मुझे लगता है उसे पता होना चाहिए. उसको सराउंडिंग्स में कितना अवेयरनेस चाहिए, मैं वो इंस्टिल करने की बहुत कोशिश करती हूँ.
Which is I think the necessity of the day and age that we are living in, because I'm not saying that there's no kindness left. There is a lot of kindness, but there's also no kindness. Like
Absolutely.
people, it's always been a balance of both the things. But you see a lot of people just being mean for no reason.
Absolutely.
And how do you raise your kid to be in an environment where I think you're raising someone who feels confidence in himself. If he feels confidence in himself, कोई रोक नहीं सकता. Like
Of
कितना
course.
भी कोई भी आपको डिमीन करे, अगर आप अपने खुद में assured हो, तो nothing can stop you. I think that's what you're doing.
There are small little acts that I practice in my daily life to make sure that he develops that compassion and kindness for everyone out there. So I know there is a schedule of him playing with certain amount of kids in the society. So whenever we are bringing something in the household, we are not going to bring just one lollipop or one chocolate.
Oh.
We'll bring several of them.
Yeah.
And he knows why there are several of those pieces inside the bag, because he's supposed to share with kids.
Okay.
So this helps.
Yeah.
You are not getting anything in single quantity. You're supposed to share them. That's why they're in the house.
Wow.
And
yeah.
this has developed into a beautiful habit of him sharing everything.
Wow.
So even if he has two most loved items in his hand, he would still share it with someone. And with me too, like he would always pick out two things, two flowers or two biscuits out of the box and tell me this is for you and this is for me. And that's sweet. That's something I would want for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So developing a lot of compassion inside him, to share, to listen. I tell him to listen. I tell him, and he has got that thing in him now, that he would calmly listen to me and then tell me, Mama, meri baat suno. That's something really lovely developed in him.
Yeah.
And he knows it's my turn to talk now. I can talk and Mama will listen to me.
Yeah.
So give him an ear and do not shut him down because he's a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So be a good listener and try and develop compassion for all the little things in the world. If there's a flower lying on the floor, he will not crush it. I know he'll keep it aside. That's what I want.
Yeah.
So I think it's going good as far as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You were saying कि unnecessary चीजें like आपको toys या nappies हो. What are the other sustainable things that you try to inculcate which can save you a lot of money?
Well, I feel at times we shop a lot. मुझे ये समझ में आता है कि बच्चे एक certain age होती है उसे पहनने के. So I try to cut down on brands. I would rather want him to wear comfortable, but not be a brand free at all.
Yeah.
So वहाँ मैं पैसे बचाने की कोशिश करती हूँ. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं कंजूस हूँ, please. पर मुझे चाहिए कि मैं चीज़ों का best usage निकालूँ. And I've been connected with many organizations lately whom I donate. So whatever I do not use, I in fact collect it from my society and give it away.
Wow.
There are organizations who have started running their own vans, own pickups lately. So you don't have to face the inconvenience of not being able to step out of the house and miss out on the opportunity.
Yeah.
You can literally call them to your doorstep.
Okay, that's
So,
amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. In fact, so I try to do that a lot. And when it comes to toys, talk about clay. मैंने देखा है clay बहुत ज़्यादा बच्चे इस्तेमाल करते हैं. And it always dries up. The very next day, he will complain कि नहीं मजा आ रहा, ये tight हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया. मैं उसे घर का गुथा हुआ आटा दूंगी खेलने के लिए.
Wow.
And he'll have so much fun with it. He in fact knows how to do a roti right now because वो kitchen में इतना रहता है.
Yeah.
There are a lot of utensils that he'll use and play with it. And I think I'm good with that. I don't want him to ask or demand me constantly of new toys. And at the same time, it helps me keep him engaged while I keep him away from the screens. So an easier task than rather go out and fill him up with bucket loads of toys.
Yeah.
And also, there is this thing which I do is toy rotation.
Okay.
Kids have small memories. So what I do is I hide away certain toys from him for 2 or 3 months, pack them away, and then bring them back in. And that helps them be very enthusiastic about the same toys that they were using before.
Yeah.
That helps actually. It's a great phenomenon. I think people should know more about it.
Yeah. Actually, there are so many ways where you can save so much of money. Like the clay and atta thing, I never thought about it. Like you don't need to go out and Buy a
Buy.
clay every time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Recently he saw many of his classmates having the same thing and he wanted it. And I've had my fair share of buying clays, but at the end of the day, you learn from experiences and you get to understand that this is what can be used. उसका 2 घंटे का attention span है उस clay को लेकर, आप उसे घर में भी कर सकते हैं तैयार.
Yeah.
So a lot of things we do, a lot of art and craft जो हम न्यूज़पेपर थ्रू कर देते हैं, मैं उनको लेकर उसके साथ में ब्लंट सिजर के साथ में प्रैक्टिस करती हूँ. He loves that idea. He likes to stick them randomly on his books and that keeps him engaged. That helps
Okay.
us. So all the filled books that were not used now and जिनको मैं शायद रद्दी वाले को दे दूँ, उसकी जगह मैं उन्हें कुछ इस तरीके से इस्तेमाल करती हूँ. That I help him stick things, we color on it, we make a
Interesting.
collage out of it. Yeah, he's happy with it.
Yeah. Okay. So just to like sum it up, is there something that we have not touched upon and there is something that you would want all the girls to know? And what did you feel throughout your entire journey of pregnancy till now? How would you like to sum it up?
I will want to touch upon a topic which nobody likes to understand, unfortunately, is that kids understand. Kids have a lot of emotions and they are unable to process those emotions while growing up. They know two ways of expressing themselves, and which is to laugh and to cry. I see a lot of people shutting down their kids by telling them तू रोएगा नहीं तो मैं ये करूँगी, तुम बंद करो रोना तो हम ये करेंगे. मुझे नहीं चाहिए मेरा बच्चा रोना बंद करे. He can cry, he can laugh. He only knows two of these ways to express his emotions. So whenever that happens, I want to make people understand this is not something that you should shame them for, because he's little. Please understand there are bubbling emotions that they're trying to catch up with and they don't know anything about.
Yeah.
So give them an ear.
Yeah.
Even if they're talking random things, give them an ear. Try to ask questions about it and try to get to inside their head. They have emotions, they just don't know how to express them. So whenever there is a crying kid whom I feel like people are, at times I've seen sadly that people are slapping their kids because they're crying so much, or they're bribing them for something.
Yeah.
No, don't do that and let them be. They will eventually learn how to control themselves. I always want to be an advocate of freedom of speech. So while I use that a lot, I want my kid to have that freedom too. So whenever your kid is crying, don't shut them. Understand the cause, understand what would make them laugh, divert their attention. It's very easy to divert their attention, then that's the best way to stop them, making them stop crying. So please talk more about their emotions. We forget they are tiny humans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But they are humans. So treat them that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of a mother or a new girl like me, so I started Sukoon from this purpose of making girls understand that you can manage motherhood and you can manage your career as well, which you are like beautifully doing it. How what advice would you give them? How could you do that? How could you do that? And is the fear relevant or is it not?
Plan, first thing. It's easier said than done, I understand, but then planning helps you a lot. Meal preps, because half of the time we stay in the kitchen and expect help and that never arrives, and we try and get to think why we only ladies or we women are tasked with this whole shuttle of workload on our heads. So I do meal preps, I do plannings, I make sure that I divide my timing accordingly. I also understand that we like to step out. We can do the same with our kids, and I don't want to promote the fact that you have to not give much of your time to kids, but at the same time I also want to promote the idea of mental health. So try and take up some space for yourself. That helps a lot. And for new mothers who are fearful of the fact that there will be certain hiccups, there are going to be certain hiccups, but they will not prevail.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We are also there on Spotify. You can go and listen to our audio podcast as well. And thank you so much for supporting us.